Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Wadash. Double honor to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Jim Master as well. Peace and salutations to elect. My name is Ainar. The title of this video is Trump states Black Hawk helicopter in DC could have avoided crash. Basically just get into that because we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Basically in the Ukraine war between Russia and Ukraine, there was a time where Russia was saying that, basically Ukraine is shooting down. Oh, it's right here. Russia is shooting down its own planes. Ukraine is shooting down its own planes, which is basically America, which goes back to the JOOs who run the world in the media. It says Reuters, Russia accuses Ukraine of killing 65 of its own POWs by shooting down planes. Right. So Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, accused Ukraine of killing, his own people by shooting down their own plane, just like they accused basically the West, which is America. Ukraine is a part of that because, this dude is, to believe a JOO talking about Zelensky, president of Ukraine, so they're all in bed with each other. So Russia accused them of doing that thing. And also Russia accused them of having biolabs over there in Ukraine, which became true. Russia accused them of a lot of things that's becoming true and brought this up to the UN and different courts and things like that. And America just avoided it completely, right? With their, whatever, they just avoided it, right? So these devils are, getting that shameful spilling put on them. So this is Reuters. Russia accuses Ukraine of killing 65 of its own POWs by shooting down plane. This was January 25th, 2014. All right. 1244, right? 144. Call Allah Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. So basically, the reason I brought this out is because now you have Esau Edom here in Babylon the Great having a Black Hawk run into a passenger, jet, a plane. Now we're waiting to see what Esau Edom the Lodge is going to spew about why did it happen. But the scripture tells us that he puffeth at his enemies. Right, and Russia is an enemy of America in the West, right? That's why they're at war with Ukraine right now, right? And they have this BRICS thing, right? Russia is becoming, basically, I don't want to say empowered. I'll just say Russia and its allies now are overcoming, America. Let the weak say I'm strong. That's basically what's happening, right? They're coming up on the level, basically. In the the global whatever. I'm not a politician or none of that stuff. Russia accuses Ukraine of killing 65 of its own POWs by shooting down planes. So let's watch this.
Accused Ukraine on Wednesday of deliberately shooting down a Russian military transport plane carrying 65 captured Ukrainian soldiers to a prisoner exchange. A local official said all 74 people on board had been killed. If the details are confirmed, it would be the deadliest incident of the almost 2-year-old war inside Russia's internationally recognized borders. This footage was posted on the Telegram messaging app and verified by Reuters. The plane was shot down near the village of Yablonova in the Belgorod region, which borders Ukraine. Russian state media said 6 Russian crew members and 3 guards were on board at the time. The plane was an Ilyushin Il-76.
So Ukraine shot down a plane. How much is it? Like 65 people? Oh, let me run it back.
Media said 6 Russian crew members and 3 guards were on board at the time.
All right, it's crazy. I think it's 65 people that was in this other plane. I don't know. But anyway, a plane carrying Ukrainian, basically prisoners of war is being brought back. What about, let's just say 6, 5, whatever the case may be, Russian personnel on there. They shot down the whole plane, which they knew what was coming. They knew the plane was coming because it's a prisoner exchange. They shot down the plane just for these Russian individuals, right? This is Esau Edom puffing at his enemies, right? So this was back in January 25th, 2024.
The plane was an Ilyushin Il-76, similar to those seen here, designed to airlift troops, cargo, military equipment, and weapons. Near the scene, locals said they heard 2 explosions before the plane fell from the sky.
The second one was more audible. After that, we all ran outside, even the doctor, in case any help was needed. It crashed far away from the village. It was very loud and scary.
The Russian Defense Ministry confirmed its radar operators had detected the launch of 2 Ukrainian missiles at the time the plane was downed. Ukraine's defense ministry did not immediately reply to a Reuters request for comment. It was cited by the Interfax Ukraine news agency as saying it did not have any reliable information for now, but would share when it did. Reuters could not immediately verify details of who was on board, but Moscow and Kiev have regularly swapped prisoners since Russia began what it calls its special military operation in Ukraine.
Yeah, it's special because it's going to bring in it. Is World War III is upon us, right? We're in a time of war, so that's what's happening. Esau Edom is puffing at his enemies. So going to this video right here now, breaking news. President Trump released his statement after plane collides with Black Hawk helicopter in D.C., which Trump has said a lot about this so far, and it almost looks like Trump is just dealing with different problems that's hitting him, right, by these banking elites. What does it say? 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." So Trump is just in office trying to do everything he can do. But meanwhile, you got the WEF and these different people that he's against, that's trying to bring in this new world order. And think about the Georgia Guidestones, that says the population should be to a certain number, but it got destroyed, and now all hell is just breaking loose. You got millions dead over there in Ukraine. The Gaza Strip looking crazy. Pretty soon America's about to be in the same boat. So basically, it's a part of their plan. But 1 Thessalonians 5:3, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." So Trump just I have been briefed with the breaking news, and he just can't handle it, right? Because the leaks are, moving with great wrath. Revelation 12:12.
This scene, and we know that first responders from our local communities are responding. This is a national tragedy. We have heard from President Donald Trump, who released a statement recently saying that I have been fully briefed on the terrible incident. If we can go back just a little bit for me, I want to look at that statement. Go back just a little bit for me. Thank you so much. I have been fully briefed on the terrible accident which just took place at Reagan National Airport. May God bless their souls. Thank you for the incredible work being done by our first responders. I am monitoring the situation and will provide more details as they arise. And then we've gotten a brief statement from Mayor Muriel Bowser saying that our prayers are with the families, I believe, with everyone involved, and we'll continue to keep the public updated as more information becomes available.
Yeah, and this is also a reminder of what we talked about before, just sort of these disasters, these moments when we hear about moments like this, you see these flashing lights, people responding, you want to do something. Everyone thinks, what can I do? You have Hamad sitting there at the airport wondering where his wife is. What can I do to save her? And there's nothing you can do in this moment but sit and wait.
I think one of the most important things we should tell people is don't go to the sea.
No.
Don't go to this area. Don't go and try to be a gawker and get images of this with your own camera. Allow our first responders the space and the grace to do what they are trained to do.
All right, so that's bullshit, right? Go out there with your cameras, show the world what Esau is doing. Let that shameful spewing be on him, right? That's part of his propaganda or whatever, This man talking about don't. What is it, Daniel 7:25 or something? Yo, shameful spewing is gonna be put on Esau, and he don't want to be on camera. No, what is it, 8:25? Daniel 8:25. This is it's a good one. Daniel 8:25, and through his policy also shall he cause craft to prosper in his hand, and magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. So that policy, which is his laws and things like that. But let me get this. This is Revelations, so that policy goes into his different laws and the decrees that he issue out. But that, he's deceiving the world and throwing his propaganda with that wine, which is his his laws, his ways and things like that. Hey, don't do this or don't do that. His media, And that's that witchcraft and his enchantments and things like that. This is Revelation 20:7. And when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth. Right. So they're deceiving you, individuals. Gog and Magog to gather them together to battle. So Russia and America will go to war. That's exactly what's prophesied in the scriptures to do. Right. And that's Esau Edom puffing at his enemies that we're going to get in this helicopter crash right here. But them saying, now in this information age, don't go out there with your cameras is a part of their witchcraft and their sorceries and their left hand, magic to try to, keep people down, and blind it to what's going on. Let me see. Look at this.
This is the moment a regional passenger jet carrying.
All right, so here you go right here. This should be it. This is the helicopter. This is the plane. And let's restart this because this helicopter had to come from over there and this plane had to come from over there. All right.
This is the moment a regional passenger jet carrying 64 people collided mid-air with an army helicopter near Washington, D.C. The two aircraft plunged into the...
And ultimately, this is the doing of the Lord. This is the effects and signs of the end. All hell is breaking loose so the end can come in. What is that? Order out of chaos. What is it? Second Esdras 9 and 6, 9 and 5. It says, Second Esdras 9 and 5, for like as all that is made in the world have the beginning and the end is manifest. Also Jake talking about, prophesying to me smooth things, speaking to me lies regarding, there's no Jacob trouble. Yo, look out the window, look around and see what's going on. Are we at the end of the world? Is all hell breaking loose? And you talking about there's no Jacob trouble. If you run out of food, nigga, is you not struggling? Are you not Jacob? And are you not in trouble if you don't have no food? People just bug outs and it don't make no sense. This Second Esdras chapter 9, verse 5, it says, for like as all that is made in the world hath the beginning and an end, the end is manifest. Even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. Things are happening that have, that's on a grander scale that hasn't been happening. 2025 came in and all hell is breaking loose. And this Jake dude talking about, don't put that Jacob trouble on me or whatever. I already been through that. Bro, you about to go through pure hell. All right, let me grab another one for you. This is Second Esdras 8. It says, for many great miseries shall be done. This is Second Esdras chapter 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world because they have walked in great pride. That's the point. This, Jake dude, if you watch the videos where the case may be, talking about, whatever you're talking about regarding Jacob's trouble. But this dude's walking in pride, talking about, he don't think that the Most High will do that to him or whatever the case may be. Bro, all pure hell is about to break loose. The falling of this kingdom has to come in for our kingdom to come. And you're going to be in the midst of that. So it don't make no sense what he's talking about. But anyway, going back to this, this is the end. And I grabbed that Second Esdras 9 and 6 because, let me grab it again. Powerful endings and effects and signs. Right, and the scriptures say, deliver me from the wicked who is thy sword. Esau he doesn't bear the sword in vain. Esau isn't going to use that sword. These JOOs who rule the world, run the world, own the money, are bringing in their new world order so they can continue, in their world. It says, what is it? Second Esdras 9 and 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath the beginning and an end, the end is manifest. Even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. So we're at the end. The scriptures say in verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part the signs past, which I've told you before, then thou shalt understand at this very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. He's visiting with uproars and earthquakes of the people. And if you look outside, do you not see that? Are you watching the news? Or you worried about saving Esau and you don't want the prophets to speak the truth? Fuck Esau, fuck his kingdom and everything this dude is standing for, right? Because it's all pure wickedness. The mother abominations and harlots, that's what he's full of. This is Babylon the Great. So anyway, let me grab that. What is this? Is it Revelation 13? Or one of these? That's 6. Revelation 17:5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. This is Babylon the Great. Fuck Babylon the Great, right? And these oppressors, Esau, Edom, so-called white men, and everything they're doing, right? Because they're bringing in the end. They're trying to come out right now. Jacob's trouble is here, and they're coming after, the tribes, right? And pretty soon everybody's gonna start feeling it, even these everyday Americans, because going back to these Georgia Guidestones and them killing off all these people, you're not on the list, bro. Population of 500,000, there's 8 billion people in here. You're not on the list. All right. Now going back to this over here. So that was a crash. You've seen it. Trump stated it could be.
This is the moment a regional passenger jet carrying 64 people.
Completely avoided, right? Russia is worried about this. It says probe shows 67 carrying Ukrainian POWs down by Ukraine. So this, I showed you routers, right? This is Europe or America. Basically, they're in the same boat, right? It says Russia accused Ukraine on Wednesday of deliberately shooting down a Russian military transport plane carrying 65 captured Ukrainian soldiers to a prisoner exchange and what it called a barbaric act of terrorism that killed a total of 74 people. Russia also accused these individuals of having biolabs in Ukraine that they denied, and then now the truth is coming out about that. All right, so think about it. It says probe shows 1176 carrying Ukrainian POWs down by Ukraine. Also, Pat Renko said an investigative committee has obtained data on exactly which Ukrainian units are equipped with Patriots. All right, so it says the Russian investigative committee investigation has collected evidence showing that Ukrainian forces downed the 1176 aircraft carrying Ukrainian POWs over Belgorod using a U.S. supplied Patriot missile system. So they had to get authorization to use that. They couldn't just use that. They had to ask Daddy, can they shoot that missile? Or matter of fact, they told them to shoot that missile because this is the fucking devil. It says an investigative committee spokeswoman told. It says a criminal probe into the terrorist attack on the Russian I-176 plane in the Belgorod region has collected evidence confirming the involvement of Ukrainian forces in that crime. While Ukraine had agreed for an exchange of POWs to take place on the border between the Belgorod and Sumy regions, the leadership of Ukrainian Defense Ministry main intelligence and Ukrainian forces issued an order to destroy the aircraft carrying these 65 Ukrainian nationals. Right, so that's that shameful spewing on Babylon the Great, right? They don't care, they're the devil. So it says Trump says helicopter in crash was flying too high. So Trump is just getting the news as it's happening, right? And he's trying his best to cope with everything and fix everything. So it seems, To
do with this crash?
Because I have common sense, okay? And unfortunately, a lot of people don't. We want brilliant people doing this. This is a major chess game at the highest level.
Yeah, and that's the point. He's making a point. But in the day, he can't come against these devils that's running the world, right? He can do all he can do. But the scriptures in 1 Thessalonians 5:3 say, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." There ain't nothing Trump can do, right? And these wicked is gonna bring their and he's in bed with them too. They playing a good game. Let me grab that. They playing a good game. This is somewhere over here, probably 18. Let me see, 17. Oh, it's 13. Yeah, right here. Revelation 13:11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. This is Esau Edom, right? And these 2 horns like a lamb is your parties. Republican Party, a Democratic Party. Back in the Roman Empire, you had the plebeians and the patricians. You got a good cop, bad cop, right? All of that boils down to Esau Edom being the devil and him being, in line with each other. Behind closed doors, they go to the same parties, eat the same foods, orgies and the tunnels and all of that stuff, right? It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Dragon is going to his draconian measures, Trump has signed multiple decrees, and one of them being that you can't talk against the JOOs, right? And you can't be a Hamas supporter, or you get in your visa revoked for individuals that's here in America that just here for school and things like that. But he freed the patriots. So I don't know if that just made sense, but Trump basically, you can tell that the JOOs have Trump in their pocket, and they're the same people. So anyway, going back over here.
When you have 60 planes coming in during a short period of time, and they're all coming in different directions, and you're dealing with very high-level computer.
Trump said that plane, matter of fact, oh, hold on, I'm on something else. Let me see something. I think. Let me see. Just bear with me while I find this, right? You really won't find the truth on no West America, news outlets, because it's run by the people that run the world, the devils, right? And they just like that one lady just said, don't go out there with your camera recording and posting it to your social medias, because we already trying to block TikTok and all of that. So just don't do it. That's what she's saying. All right, here we go. So basically, like I said, in that plane, it was, just people that belong to Russia, and you think America care? No, and we're going to get the scriptures I got lined up over there. I don't know if I passed it, but Trump said planes have been avoided. All right, I think I passed it. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Which is? All right, I'm gonna try to find it. Y'all see me scrolling. All right, I think I passed it. I don't even know. Anyway, Trump said that this thing could have been avoided. Let me see. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So whatever. It's not. I don't see it there no more. But this dude said it could, you know, let me just Google search it. I did, but I can't find it. Trump said that the plane could go up or down. Basically, this is their own tongue falling upon themselves. Trump said clearly that the helicopter could have gone up or down, but it just ran directly into it.
Computer work and very complex computers. And one of the other things I will tell you is that the systems that were built, I was going to rebuild the entire system, and then we had an election that didn't turn out the way it should have. But they didn't build the systems properly. They spent a lot of money renovating a system, spending much more money than they would have spent if they bought a new system for air traffic controllers, meaning the computerized systems. There are certain companies that do a very good job. They didn't use those companies. They use companies that should not have been doing it. No, I think it's very important to understand that for some jobs, and not only this, but air traffic controllers.
All right, yeah. So, you know, and he has a point, you know, certain things you just can't let people do. And for whatever reason, you know, all hell for the last, whoever Biden was in office, you know, things ain't go too well. Now Trump is here bringing in that peace and safety, which is according to prophecy. So it's all good, right? And he's making good points regarding the fuckery, you know, basically of how America has been, the shameful spewing, how they're deteriorated, basically. And now Trump is trying to make them better. It says President Trump on Friday asserted the military helicopter involved in Wednesday night deadly mid-air collision near Washington, D.C. was flying too high. The Black Hawk helicopter was flying too high by a lot. It was far above the 200-foot limit. That's not really too complicated to understand, is it? Nope. It says Trump posted on Truth Social. It said more than 60 people died after a Black Hawk helicopter collided with an American airline flight that was on its final approach to Washington National Airport. The New York Times reported Thursday. You know, it says the people in the helicopter should have seen where they were going. Somebody said that they was wearing night vision goggles. One of the reporters, whatever the case may be, it's, because all over the news is breaking news. It says Trump told reporters Thursday at the White House what was the helicopter doing in that track, and that was my question. I said, "Yo, this thing is flying where planes are landing." And then so even Trump said it. It says Trump told reporters Thursday at the White House what was the helicopter doing in that track. Very sad, but visually somebody should have been able to see and taken the helicopter out of play, and they should have been at a different height. So basically, you have the downfall of Babylon the Great America. You got people in the control towers watching and telling planes when to land, how to take off, and all of that. And then you have military. I mean, if it's a Black Hawk, I'm thinking military people that are trained for this, to do this, to fly these things. They got night vision goggles on. So it's it's a lot. But Esau Edom is at work. He's coming down with great wrath. Let me grab that too, right? Because some people don't understand that. Some people think Jacob's trouble is not coming. Revelation 12:12, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. That's why he's moving so sloppy, right? And through the Spirit, I be remembering stuff, So if I can remember things that been happening, and I can kind of bring it out, I'll do that, Lord willing, because they've been shooting down planes with their own people in it. They don't care. So anyway, got these scriptures right here. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12. And I wanted to grab 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Right? It's Esau Edom. It says in verse 17, speaking down, I'll start at 16. It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagines how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. That's the point. This man's the devil, right? He's gonna keep doing what he's doing, right? He's gonna keep trying to bring in this new world order out of chaos and kill off individuals. It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. And this was a scripture too when we used against those earthquakes that hit Turkey in a straight line, and then we look back at it, and I guess they said it was a fault. Right, that they could use their cameras and their technology and all that to see that there was a fault there. So, I mean, ultimately, they knew it was a fault there. They could, pinpoint the area because it's the devil. They got cloud seedings, things like that. Their weather manipulations and all of that. Let me grab this. It says 2 Corinthians 2:11, least Satan should get advantage of us. We were not ignorant of his devices. So we know through the Spirit it's all coming out how Esau even moves and operates here in these last days. Habakkuk 2:5, it says, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, not to keep it at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathers unto him all nations and people unto him all people. Right? So there is no, America's on a decline and BRICS is up and all of that. That's not happening. In America's eyes, that's not happening. Right? And the people that run the world, the wicked, that's not happening. What is 16? Habakkuk 2:16, thou art filled with shame for glory, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be, the Lord being Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory, right? That's why you have all these people coming out trying to camera and visualize what's happening here in these last days, and it's all publicized on the news and social medias and outlets and all over the place, because that's that shameful spewing. Just like the word is going out to the unicorn and it's traveling all over the world. You don't have to go to Papua New Guinea and travel in your jets and nothing like that. You just upload a video on YouTube or whatever the case may be, and it's over there before you can get over there. Before you get on the plane, it's over there, right? So that's the same way this shameful spewing is being put on Esau's glory. The plane crashed, every camera was on it. People on the ground, the cameras they got set up. Everyone's talking about it. People still trying to figure out what lie they're about to talk about. That's that shameful spewing. Everything they do is Habakkuk 2:17. It says, for the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoils of beasts which made them afraid because of the men's blood, and for the violence of the land, the city of this. Let me read this again. It says, for the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of beasts which made them afraid because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city and all that dwell therein. Right. So this is devil. He's coming down with great wrath upon all people. Right. Well, you have the earth, the land, all of that. Grab Isaiah 14, just as it 13. Let me see. Isaiah 14:5, it says, the Lord Yahweh Bashmiel shall have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindered, right? Nobody stopping it. It says the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no fellows come up against us, right? And what people are figuring out, is these devils is losing their mind, right? And they're going to come against them. I made a video about the proud old boys, the good old boys, having second thoughts. I was listening to elder brother Yasha Wamba out of GMS Dallas, and he was saying that, and I made a video about that they're going to back that Constitution, and Trump is coming against that. He's already coming against that freedom of speech, where he's trying to put people, get them out of the country if they're talking against these JOOs. So this is let me grab. So that's that shameful spewing. This is Psalms 10:5. You just start at 1. It says Psalm 10:1, why standest thou afar off, O Lord Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, Bahashem Yahushai, why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor, let them be taken in the devices they have imagined. It says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord Yahweh abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. This is the wicked. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for his enemies, he puffeth at them. So let me grab this in the NLT. NLT, yet they succeed in everything they do. They do not see your punishment awaiting them. They sneer at all their enemies. What does that word sneer mean? Right, they don't care about shooting down a passenger jet or crashing another jet into it. A sneer is a facial expression or remark that conveys scorn or contempt. That's what Esau be doing, right? This is second Ezra chapter. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 5, verse 15. It says, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small. So we're not ignorant of Satan's devices or the things that he's doing, just like I brought out. Ukraine has shot down their own planes before just because it was probably carrying, Russian individuals on it. And now this one plane here that just got crashed by a military helicopter with people in there with night vision goggles. And the plane that was coming had lights on it, just crashed directly into the plane. Where the case may be. So we know the wicked is behind this, so with that, I'll say shalom to those elect, which consists of men, women, and children. Shalom.